Good evening. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please stand for the flag salute. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Okay, Mr. Okay. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda? Oops. Okay. Second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, we got 4.
Is that a step for me to be higher? Well, good evening. Thank you for being here. I'm Dan Burns, the superintendent. And this time of year is an exciting time. We get an opportunity to celebrate our students as the year transitions to the end of the school year. And tonight, the school board that's sitting in our front row here, and we have trustees Mike Rakides, trustee Vanessa Robinson, President Tracy Felice, who was just up here, and Vice President Jorge Rojas, and we'll have one additional board member coming in here shortly. Tonight is their opportunity to see our valedictorians and salutatorians and recognize them for their hard work, as well as to recognize the students who come on a scheduled basis throughout the year to present to the school board all the great things going on their campuses. And we also have, with the valedictorians and salutatorians, an opportunity for them to recognize an inspirational teacher or counselor who's impacted them along their way. So tonight will be a really exciting night, and to my right, your left, are our principals, and some of our directors might be here as well. And usually they fight over who will go first, but tonight they haven't had that energy. So that means it's a time of year where they're a little exhausted as well. But if you can join me in with a round of applause and thanking them on Principals Day. On National Principals Day. Thank you for the work that you all do. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Everett Alvarez for being a great host for us tonight and allowing us to have this event here with the goal in mind that we move it every year to a different high school so that we have that opportunity to be equitable. So with that, we're going to start with our board reporters. And I will tell you that Washington Middle School is not here tonight. The 2 students that are their board reporters are at another event tonight, so we'll congratulate them at a later time. So next up, I'll bring up Francisco Huerta, principal at El Sal Middle School.
Thank you, Mr. Burns. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Francisco Huerta, the principal of El Sal Middle School, and at this time is Laura Lozano, our activities coordinator. Would you come up, please?
Hello, good evening all. I would like to call forward El Sal's ASB President, Guadalupe Alvarado. Please join me in the front. Unfortunately, our Vice President couldn't make it, so Mr. Huerta will accept her plaque in her place. Congratulations to both of you, Yanis Ley and Guadalupe, for a successful year in these 2 roles that takes a lot of courage to step into. It was an honor to watch you both grow in confidence with your board reports, our events, and leading ASB meetings. Also with the minutes and event proposals. Guadalupe, you mentioned to me you want to go into cosmetology, and Yanis Ley wants to do architectural engineering. Both are big goals that I know you will accomplish with your hard work and passion. I hope you continue to grow as leaders in each of your respective high schools, and to your respective high schools, please continue to push forward these 2 to be the very best versions of themselves. Again, congratulations and thank you.
So for all the students that are coming up today, I forgot to give a little bit of logistical instructions. So after you take a picture here and you carefully exit the stage, please walk by our board and shake their hand and give them an opportunity to congratulate you as well. Thank you. So next up, I have the principal from La Paz Middle School, Ms. Maritza Maravillo.
Good evening, buenas tardes. Ms. Maravillo, principal of La Paz Middle School. At this time, if I can have Mr. Adrián Tamayo come up, our activities director.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to invite up our ASB president, Angelica Mojica. And our ASB vice president, Marley Election. I want to start off by congratulating both of our board presenters this year. Angelica, our ASB president, has been part of our school site council this year. She's been actively involved and volunteers in school activities, events, and fundraisers throughout the year. And she's currently on our school soccer team. She's been a team player the whole year, has helped run our ASB meetings, and kind of a plot twist, she started doing bilingual announcements in the middle of the year, so props to her for adapting to that. Marley Election is our ASB vice president. She's earned her highest honor roll for all 3 quarters at LPMS. Also highly involved in sports at school, serving as one of our all-star candidates for girls volleyball earlier this year. She's been helpful with running ASB meetings as well as presenting at our board meetings this year. And we're lucky to have her returning next year. So again, I want to congratulate both of our board presenters this year. Thank you.
So I'll bring up the principal of Hardin Middle School, Ms. Gladys Adesa.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Gladys Adesa, principal of Hardin Middle School, and I'd like to call up Grace Segala, our activities director, to come up.
Good evening. I would like to call up Adrian Carranza and Tyler Victoriano. Tyler is our ASB president. Tyler knew in 7th grade that he would one day be our next ASB president, and sure enough, his peers felt the same exact way and voted him in. In addition to all the work he has done for ASB, our school, and our board presentations, Tyler was also in advanced classes and will promote with a 4.0 GPA. Tyler has been an exceptional leader that Hardin Middle School will truly miss. Adrian Carranza is our vice president. Adrian has worked countless hours over the past 2 years, always stepping up to the plate and doing what was needed for our school, ASB, and our board presentations. Adrian received Renaissance every quarter, and Adrian has the biggest heart, always offering to lend a helping hand, and he is a great leader. Our school is sad to see them both move on, but we are excited to see all that they achieve on their next journey at Everett Alvarez. Thank you.
Si hay alguien que necesita traductor, ¿pueden alzar la mano, por favor? ¿Nadie? Ok, si necesitan a alguien, nomás alcen la mano. Hay alguien atrás que les puede dar un aparato para la traducción.
Next up, I'll bring up the principal of Mount Toro High School, Ms. Gloria Chaides.
All right. Good evening. I'm Gloria Chaides, principal of Mount Toro High School. I'd like to introduce the Mount Toro Student Board representatives this school year: Monica Garcia, Cody Garcia, and Leslie Lira Licona. If you're here, please come forward. Thank you. It has been a great honor and privilege to have them as students at Mount Toro High School and to be able to work with them this school year. We've had 3 student representatives. Today we have 2 here present, and I just want to say thank you for your dedication and commitment to representing Mount Toro High School in the most positive and effective way possible. Monica Garcia is a junior student. She will be returning next school year to us in the fall, and she's on track to be an early graduate. She'll be attending Hartnell College and pursuing mechanics as soon as she finishes high school. She's been an active member of the Wellness Club, and I'm really excited to see her come back to Mount Toro High School and a possible future board representative. Leslie Lira Licona finished her high school graduation requirements in February, so she's an early graduate, and she continued her commitment as the representative of the board here for Mount Toro High School. During her time at Mount Toro, she participated in the Wellness Club, Postpone Club, and School Site Council. Now that she has graduated, she plans to attend the Salinas Beauty College and pursue a career in cosmetology. So thank you to both of you, ladies, for your hard work and dedication. Y gracias a los padres por su apoyo. Es un privilegio trabajar con sus hijos este año y les doy muchas gracias a ustedes también. Thank you.
Very nice. Next, we'll bring up the principal of El Puente School, Mr. Jonathan Green.
Good evening. Ms. Chaides, I don't know, you notice all these other schools have activities directors but us. We gotta fix that. At this time, I'd like to bring up our board reporters, Ash Wiebeck and Guillermo Perez. I'm exceptionally happy to share this honor with our 2 wonderful students. Guillermo, to the left here, is one of our students who started with us in middle school and has continued with us in high school and is currently a 9th grader. He's one of our hybrid students, which means we only get to see him once a week, which makes us very sad because Guillermo is one of the nicest, most humble students we've ever had and I've ever had the privilege of meeting. He's already excelled in his credits, is already well ahead, and is definitely on pace to graduate early. He's been helping out anytime we need a moment of help, and he's been on multiple field trips, and it's just been an absolute pleasure to have in our school. Thank you, Guillermo. Ash Wiebeck is one of our sophomore students. She's a part of our leadership class, and we mentioned this in the fall board meeting. I think we're just a few credits short of actually graduating as a sophomore, so more than likely she'll be graduating this summer 2 years ahead of schedule, which is an exceptional accomplishment. She has been also an amazing help. She's been almost every one of our field trips and is currently planning to go to community college before continuing on to a 4-year university, and where I'm sure she will excel without any problems. So please join me in congratulating Guillermo and Ash.
So our high school principals, you'll get to come through the line twice. So I'm going to start with the veterans so that the rookies can learn that you're not up here for 32 minutes. So I'm going to start with Rancho San Juan High School and our principal, Anthony Hinton.
Good evening. To present our student board representatives, I'd like to invite up our activities director, Ms. Sarah Burkhart.
Good evening, everyone. I am missing one of my student board presenters this evening, Sofia Gonzalez. She is currently a junior at Rancho San Juan, and she is on her travel soccer team. So in addition to ASB leadership, she's involved on our school soccer team, a club soccer team. She's running for student council and for senior president next year. So we miss her, but I'm going to focus my attention to my outgoing ASB executive president, Ileana Moya Cabrera. Come on up, friend. And Ileana is extra special for me because she was also in my last year as a classroom teacher in my AP European History class. So I've got to have the pleasure of having Ileana in my class for 3 years instead of just 1. Ileana has been involved in ASB for 3 years. She's been heavily involved in FFA for the last 4 years. She has participated in the Breast Cancer Awareness Club. She was a leader in the class of 2024. She was our executive treasurer last year. She's our executive president this year. And this year we have had exponential growth in our club participation, and that is a huge part due to Ileana's work with reaching out to clubs and getting clubs involved. We've noticed at our school that that's how we get the most student involvement, is by getting our clubs, and she has been working ultra hard and making sure that we involve all students in all of the things that we do. So we can see that our class has even grown where we have all different kinds of students in our ASB leadership class, and we're looking forward to continuing that because of Ileana's work. She's been presenting that at the school board meetings, in case you guys missed it. And I'm very happy to have her with me for the last 3 years, and sad to see her go on to Cal Poly for agricultural science next year.
Do them all at the same time? One school, the whole thing? Start with us? Okay, so I tried to wing it, and then I was just told I couldn't wing it. So we'll go back to the top of the alphabetical order, and we will do the board reporter and vowels and sows while you're up here together, okay? So with that, I'm gonna bring up our principal, Ms. Christina Perez from Alisal High School.
Good evening. I'd like to bring up our activities director, Ms. Claudia Chaires.
Hi, good evening, everyone. At this time, I'd like to bring up our ASB President, Sebastian Soto, and Vice President, Nikki Lomeli. So I've had the privilege and the honor to work with these 2 amazing students this school year as their ASB advisor and leadership teacher. I've learned to really get to know them well and really help them lead our school. And so I'm really, really honored. They have gone above and beyond their call, and I just want to highlight a little bit about them. So Nikki, she is our ASB Vice President. She is also participated in School Site Council, Link Crew Leader. She's part of our Drama Club, Track and Fields Athlete, Sports Medicine Club, Crossroads Connection Club, and fellow Christian athletes. Nikki, she has applied and was admitted into UCLA, UC Santa Barbara, UC Irvine, UC Davis, San Diego State, and Santa Clara. She has committed to UCLA and will be majoring in public health to pursue her medical degree in the future. Yes, a round of applause for her. Sebastian, he is our current ASB president, right? And I've known Sebastian for 3 years. His first year, we were in the pandemic. So when he came to our school, he was very eager, and I saw a lot of leadership qualities in him. Since then, he has really, really stepped up. He's an MC at most of our events. He really brings the energy to our campus, and we will really miss him. He's participated in School Site Council, also a Link Crew Leader. He's a boys golf team captain. He very inclusive with our circle of friends, Cup of Joy, Unified Basketball, and those are different programs with our students with special needs. He was our Hawaii Senior Coordinator, and he was also honored the reward for earning the most community service hours this school year. So he's number one with 1,142 hours this school year. So he deserves a round of applause for that. Being the ASB president, right, you need to be visible and present at most of our events. And so, he has been there. And he's also maintained his grades. Both of them are top 100, top 25 of their class. Sebastian applied and was admitted into San Francisco State, Long Beach State, San Diego State, Cal Poly, UC Berkeley, UC Davis, Santa Clara, and UC Santa Barbara. He has committed to Cal Poly and will be majoring in mechanical engineering. He received scholarships from Elks Lodge, Cal Poly's Green and Gold Scholarship, Trio Upward Bound Scholarship, and the Mustang Success Grant. So congratulations to you both. We will miss you.
Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to bring up our salutatorian, Ilana Mendez. There she is. Okay, so Ilana is our salutatorian. She has a grade point average of 4.619. She has participated in the girls golf team, served as the captain for 3 years, CSF, the president of Link Crew, class of 2024 officer for 3 years, participated in the Circle of Friends, track and field for 3 years, and participates in the drama club and plays. Some of the scholarships that she's received are from Harvard, $77,000, from Stanford, $67,000, MGA Quayle Scholarship, $10,000, Cal Scholarship, $500, Cal Poly, $10,000, Berkeley, $20,000, and a STEM award for $10,000. A golf scholarship for another $100. Colleges she's been accepted to: Harvard, Stanford, UC Santa Barbara, UC Berkeley, UC Southern California, San Francisco, Cal Poly, UC San Diego, CSU San Diego, San Jose State, Sacramento. College of choice: as of last night, she was still working on a T-chart between Stanford and Harvard, and the big reveal is Stanford. Congratulations. And next, we'd like to bring up her most influential teacher, Mr. Milton Grant.
Hello, as most of you know as of 1 minute ago, my name's Ilana, and this is my most influential teacher, Mr. Milton Grant. He's helped me in all aspects, not just academically, but as a person as well. He's helped me get those scholarships that were just mentioned, and he was my golf coach for all my 3 years of high school, and I just like to thank him because without him, I don't think I'd be as prepared for college as I am. So I just like to thank him in all his grace and kindness.
And our valedictorian could not be here this evening. She had a family emergency. Her name is Miss Eileen Cardenas, and yes, she has a GPA of a 4.738, and her mom took a minute to email me and let me know that she has decided to attend Santa Clara University because they have offered her the most money to study civil engineering. So congratulations to her as well.
While we're getting set up for the next school, just one more round of applause for our activities directors who do so much behind the scenes working with our students. And this is a busy time, especially at the high school with proms and graduation and awards and everything else they do. So thank you for what you all do as well. So I'm gonna bring up Everett Alvarez High School Principal, Mr. Miguel Ocampo.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'd like to welcome up to the podium none other than our phenomenal ASB Director, Mr. Ivan Rodriguez, to present the Student Board Presentation Awards.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very lucky and fortunate to be here up at this podium this evening. I know I gotten a chance to work with, I'm very lucky to be working with two students that I'm gonna present, but I do wanna send some special shout outs to our ag department. I know this beautiful arrangement came from them, and you know, they told me like, make sure you send shout outs to us, so, which I am. So I'm not gonna take any more time. I do wanna introduce my first board reporter. Her name is Sammy Flores Castillo. She can come up. Some of the things that I can say about her, that she's always enthusiastic, she's very positive, she's always walking into the classroom with a big smile. She is a youth leader at her church, and she is currently our sophomore class officer president. I know she's part of leadership too, and she's been at the presented at the board meetings as well. I know for her, she's a varsity cheerleader, and she is also the president of Timothy 412, which is a club here at school, and she's currently running for junior class president. So I am very proud of her. I do love that she's always, full of energy, and she's always walking into the office. She's always like, "Hey, Mr. Rodriguez, how you doing? How's your day going?" with a big smile. And so, she does line up the room, So I do want to, congratulate her. Let's give her a round of applause. Next, I'm going to introduce Alpha Wong. What can I say about Alpha? He's always on time. He's always stepping up to the plate. And whenever I need anybody to help me out with something, he's always part of our school site council meetings. He's part of our Steinbach Rotary Club meetings, which happen to be very early in the morning, but he's always showing up. He's always has a big smile. He's in leadership class. He's the current ASB treasurer, and now he's running for ASB president. And he's also an athlete in the NWBA. What does that stand for? For National Wheelchair Basketball Association. So he gets to travel throughout the whole country. He'll be in Reno. He'll be another place. I think he made it all the way to Canada, if I remember. But I'm really proud of my two students here, and I'm very lucky to be having them for two more years, yeah, because they'll be juniors next year. So I'm very lucky, and let's give them a big round of applause.
Well, hello once again. Welcome to Everett Alvarez, home of the Mighty Eagles. So we're going to go ahead and get started with presenting our salutatorian. Actually, for Everett Alvarez, we have co-salutatorians. So we're going to go ahead and get started first with presenting Ms. Arina Sazikina. So young Arina, she has a GPA of 4.619. She's involved in various clubs on campus, clubs such as the Sage X Club, the EAHS Book Club, and the Voice Club. How many books did you read this year? She said 10 plus. She's also involved in the Puente Club. Some of the colleges that she was applied and accepted to was University of Pennsylvania, Columbia University, UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, UC Irvine, University of San Francisco, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, San Jose State, Sacramento State, Cal State Monterey Bay, San Francisco State, and Hawaii Pacific University. The college of her choice? Columbia University. I'd like to take this time to invite her influential high school teacher, Mr. John W.P. Williamson Page.
So I always heard about how you meet influential teachers a few times in a lifetime. And as I speak before you all, I want to thank my most influential teacher, John Williamson Page, but we know him as WP. WP is a one-of-a-kind educator, a teacher of influence who changed the way I look at my education and the effort I put into my education as a whole. Some of you don't know, but WP teaches AP US History, a rigorous course requiring much time and effort. And the way WP taught the class, it was what made me so hooked on the subject. I had teachers before who didn't have passion, who didn't want to try and work with students, but WP was one of the only teachers who was passionate about his teachings, who made lectures fun, and constantly provided me with support on the course. I also want to highlight that WP wrote my letters of recommendations for various universities, and he was a huge part of my acceptance into Columbia and UPenn, two schools that I wouldn't have dreamt of getting in, but I can surely say WP played a giant role in making my dreams come true. WP has been an amazing educator, supporter, mentor, highlighting my high school journey as a whole. And once I'm at Columbia, I will honestly always hope that one of my professors will be as passionate as you, WP. Thank you.
All right. Next up to the stage, I would like to invite our second co-salutatorian, Giselle Perez Vigil. All right, so Ms. Giselle has a GPA of 4.619. Clubs and activities that she's involved in are Puente Program, EAHS Girls Varsity Volleyball, Rotary Interact Club, Crime Prevention through Environmental Design, the Sage X Club, the Link Crew, and our Voice Club. Scholarships that she was awarded are the University of the Pacific Academic Merit Scholarship, University of the Pacific Tiger Excellence Scholarship, the USD Alcalá Scholarship, and the USD Grant. Colleges that she was accepted to: University of the Pacific, University of San Diego, UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC Davis, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, Hawaii Pacific, San Jose State, San Diego State, CSU San Bernardino, and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. And the college of her choice, University of the Pacific. At this time, I'd like to call her most influential high school teacher, Ms. Jennifer Ostrowski.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Giselle Vigil, and I'm here to share a few words about my most inspirational teacher, Ms. Ostrowski. In a school where teachers are consistently come and go, Ms. O has been consistent in my high school career. She was my NGS teacher and my AP Environmental Science teacher. Walking into her classroom my sophomore year, I didn't know that I would be walking into a classroom that would be consistently filled with laughter, joy, and learning. This environment was the foundation to my learning in STEM and fueled my desire to further my education in science. Ms. O has a beautiful soul and puts everyone else above herself. She will always crack a joke to cheer you up or be there if you need be there to listen to your problems. There is truly no other teacher that can ever match her energy. Thank you.
All right. And I stand corrected. Mr. Rodriguez, we have 3 salutatorians. Yeah, we have 3 salutatorians. Next salutatorian I'd like to invite to the podium is Odalis Chavira Quesada. So Miss Odalis has a GPA of 4.619. Her interests in clubs and activities range from the EAHS Rotary Club Interact, crime prevention through environmental design, Link Crew, and the CSF California Scholarship Foundation. She also received a Burger King scholarship. Colleges and universities that she applied and were accepted to is UC Irvine, UC Santa Barbara, UC Berkeley, UCLA, Sacramento State, San Diego State, San Jose State, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and Emory University. And the college of her choice? University of California, Berkeley. At this time, I'd like to call her most influential high school teacher, Ms. Maria Orozco Aburto.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Odalis, and actually I am committed to Emory University as an update. My high school years here at Alvarez were filled with many new relationships. Without these newly found relationships, I most definitely wouldn't be where I am today. But the person I would like to recognize as one of the most important and most influential teachers is Miss Orozco. I was lucky enough to be in her class for 2 of my years here at Alvarez. Miss Orozco showed me many, many things. Her class was what education is all about. I never felt like I was falling behind in her class. Her teaching abilities are what I greatly appreciated. Her passion for teaching showed in each and every time I had her class. She has helped me so much, and as a person that could be hard on herself, she made it seem like I could do anything. And that's why I see her as a mentor and someone I will forever look up to.
Couldn't they arm wrestle or something? Like, they have to have 3 tied? Like, nobody was ever absent?
We got some good GPAs. All right. So, now I'd like to introduce this year's Everett Alvarez High School valedictorian. Can Daniel Perez Becerra please come to the podium? So young Daniel has a GPA of 4.666. His involvement in clubs and activities involve Future Teens of Medicine, Puente Program, Debate Club, Club de Soñadores, National Honor Society, California Scholarship Foundation, ADAPT Club, Link Crew, ASB, California Crime Prevention through Environmental Design, and IVO Club. Scholarships attained are Good Tidings Scholarship. Colleges applied and accepted to are UC Irvine, UCLA, UC Berkeley, Boston College, Boston University, Washington State University, Bowdoin College, Cornell University, Williams College, Johns Hopkins, Swarthmore College, Northwestern University, University of Pennsylvania, Brown University, the University of Chicago, Yale University, Columbia University, Stanford University, and Harvard University. Wow. Daniel's college of choice, Harvard University. Now I'd like to invite to the podium his most influential high school counselor, Ms. Sandra Mondragon.
Hi, my name is Daniel. Yeah, I'm going to Harvard. Let me pull up my speech real quick. Okay, so for most influential teacher, I didn't choose a teacher, I chose my counselor. She's a boss woman, she's a strong-willed and inspirational, independent baddie. I go to her whenever I need advice or to get something off my chest. She's always there for me. She might know me better than I know myself, if I'm being honest. The amount of, I talk a lot, and she listens. Well, we both talk a lot, but anyways. But not only did she believe in me academically, she allowed me to take a lot of AP classes and Hartnell classes, but she also believed in me when I myself couldn't see the end of multiple tunnels. That sounded so corny. She believed in me when nobody else did, not even myself. She's been the realest person I met these past 4 years. She gives me the best tips for school, but also bomb relationship and friendship advice. Her loving energy radiates before you even walk into her office, and her laugh is contagious. You guys have to hear her laugh. I will forever be indebted and grateful to have someone like Ms. Mondragon in my life. I wouldn't be here without her. And I just want to thank you a lot, Ms. Mondragon. And I'm gonna miss spilling cheese and eating pupusas in your office.
So thank you, Everett Alvarez High School. Just real quick disclaimer for all of us. It's great to hear some of our scholarship information coming in, but I want to remind everybody the FAFSA has been a very difficult process for our children this year and for you parents this year, but we know that more scholarship information is going to come in through the summer, so definitely make sure the schools get that information so that we can tack that on to what we do for our students. So congratulations to all of them so far, and I'll bring up the principal of North Salinas High School, Dr. Mary White.
And I'd like to bring forward Amy Cornelson and the board representatives.
Good. Hi, good evening. I'm going to have all three of us come up together because we have three, so for time, we'll just jump on up. So thank you so much, Alvarez, for hosting us tonight. Actually, I was going to say thank you for the flowers authentically because we're sitting up here and they smell gorgeous, so make sure you get a whiff. All right, I'll get started. We were fortunate to have three amazing students help us out with our board presentations this year, and they all are rock stars, and like you all have heard all evening, we have some amazing students in our district, and North High is no different. So our first student that we're going to talk about is our little one in the middle, Clarissa Cervantes. She is our current ASB president. Clarissa has been a positive ASB president this year. She's grown into the role and she's learned to lead others. We have had numerous conversations about what it takes to lead people. Clarissa is one of those rare people that can take a situation and deal with it and look for the positive outcomes. She's not in it for herself, but for the good of others. I'm so proud of the woman she is becoming. The reason she's being recognized this evening is because she is the one that created our slides and made our presentations for both board meetings. Clarissa not only serves in ASB, she's an outstanding athlete. She's been the varsity cheer captain and a ruthless soccer player. She is also the current SAC and Link Crew presidents. That's right, trifecta. With all of this going on, she has managed to earn 400 community service hours. She was accepted into San Jose State University, and she has chosen to attend Hartnell this next year. She received the Salinas Valley Promise to further her education. Clarissa will study sociology and hopes to become a school counselor. She will excel in this field as Clarissa is a kind, compassionate, and, wait, what's the term? A baddie? There it is. The next student, oh, we can applaud her, yeah. We also have Marco Macias. He has worn many hats here at North Salinas High School, but mostly he's just a super great human. Marco presented at our first school board meeting. He is our current senior class president. As senior president, he led his class with integrity and enthusiasm. Marco is easy to work with, and best of all, he gets things done. Marco is not only a leader in ASB, but he's also a leader in band. He is our outstanding drum major. The band watches him, yes, to keep time, but also as a role model. Marco has over 300 hours of community service. He is in a number of clubs, the Fashion Club, the president of the Music Council, and the co-founder of our brand new Mariachi Club. He has served on our student senate and the elite group known as the Principal's Advisory. Marco is in the North High Health Academy, and he holds a commission role in ASB. He is also the commissioner of elections, which has kept him very busy lately. In fact, we just had our most positive election season yet. Thank you, Marco. Marco has been accepted to Cal Poly, San Jose State, CSU Fullerton, and UC Berkeley. He has chosen to attend Cal Poly SLO to study business administration. After college, Marco would like to do something where he can give an opportunity to people who have limited options or need a second chance through some type of business that he will own. Marco is an upstanding young man, and we are very proud of him. And finally, I have Kayla Patton up here. She is our current ASB Vice President. She presented at the board meeting in February. Kayla's fun energy and enthusiasm for life fuel her toward her goals. She is a driven young lady. Throughout her year as a Viking, Kayla has taken many AP courses. She is in CSF and Pi Nation, our math club. Not only is she a rock star student, she is also a stellar athlete. She has competed in track, basketball, and volleyball. Kayla is one of only 2 students who have served in ASB all 4 years. Did you know that? She was the freshman publicist, the sophomore vice president, the junior president, and homecoming commissioner. Kayla leads the student senate and is part of TRIO, Upward Bound, and Link Crew. All these great achievements, these are all great achievements, but really when I see Kayla light up, it's when she works with her special buddies in our music appreciation class. With all of these activities, she still earned over 300 hours of community service. So obviously Kayla was accepted into a number of colleges. UC Santa Barbara, UC Santa Cruz, UC Davis, San Jose State, Sacramento State, and CSUMB. She has chosen to attend CSUMB, where she will study business administration. Kayla will one day work for a national sports team as an agent. She knows that she is needed there because she wants to represent athletes of minority cultures, and Kayla can definitely do that. I'm so proud of these 3 young leaders. Thank you very much.
So now I'd like to introduce our salutatorian, Nathan Luong. Nathan is here with his mom and dad, Nan Luong and Hien Nguyen. And I need you to know we practiced that about 4 times this afternoon. So thank you for being here. Nathan has a GPA of 4.25. His most influential high school teacher is Mr. Brock Ketterling, who is here this evening. His involvement in clubs and activities on campus, Pi Nation, Bug Smashers, Graphic Design Club. Scholarships received, part of the top 100 for all 4 years, Foundation for Innovation Social Media and Marketing Grand Champion. Colleges accepted to UC San Diego, UC Santa Cruz, CSU Monterey Bay, Cal Poly, San Jose State, Sacramento State. College of Attendance, Hartnell College. When I asked him, why'd you choose Hartnell? Nathan said, there are so many rich opportunities for me to advance my educational career locally here in Salinas. I couldn't pass it up when I was offered Hartnell College. His major is going to be computer science. I asked for a little bit of his story, and he said what's special about his story is that he came here from Vietnam when he was a year old with his mom. They followed his dad, and they came here for prosperity and education. And he appreciates deeply, and so does his family, the opportunities offered in Salinas Union High School District. We congratulate Nathan and ask Mr. Ketterling to come forward.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nathan. The first day I met Mr. Ketterling, I didn't even get to say hi to him. He put a paper down on my desk and gave me an essay to write on the first day. There's something about this man. He's very charismatic. There's something about him that every day I come to his class, I just keep coming back. Every day I come here, and he's always there to greet me, and there's never a dull moment in his class. Even though we may disagree on some things, a lot of things, he's always here to hear my side. He's always here to hear everybody's side, and also give me a moment, sorry. He's always here to hear jokes, and he's always here to banter. Every day. Yeah, we make fun of him a lot also. That's pretty much it, actually.
Okay, our valedictorian, very proud of John Demille Pagtama. John is here this evening with his mom and dad, Christina and Demetrio Pagtama. John has a GPA of 4.55. Again, his most influential high school teacher is Mr. Ketterling. Involvement in clubs, Mariachi Club, Pi Nation, Marching Band, Bug Smashers, Link Crew, Cross Country. Scholarships received, North Salinas High School Top 100 all 4 years, Valedictorian Scholarship. Colleges accepted to Cal Poly San Luis and UC San Diego. College of Attendance, UC San Diego. Major, mathematics. And John and Nathan were swapping stories of what was important to them. And John shared that, like Nathan, he came to our country at 1 year old. And when he was a year after that, his father came, he came with his mother after his father came, And they too came for education and better opportunity. And they are so grateful, and so are their families, for what they have received. John also gives high commendations to his older sister, who has been very significant in his life. So we congratulate John.
So recently, I was asked to name the most influential teacher from my high school career. Immediately, I thought of Mr. Ketterling. From my time in his AP Lang and English 1A, 1B classes, my ability to think about language has really improved. He encourages students to be concise, methodical, and most of all, creative. Because of Ketterling, I felt more comfortable with taking risks, sharing my thoughts, and opening up to others, skills that really go beyond an English classroom. Every day, Ketterling greets his students. He basically makes conversation, cracks jokes, and answers our interesting questions. It's never unimportant to him. He fosters a refreshing community that really helps me throughout my time in high school. He deeply cares about his students, and I just want to thank him for that, really, yeah.
So I'll bring back up our principal of Rancho San Juan High School, Mr. Anthony Hinton.
All right, I'm back. Let's start with our salutatorian. If she would come on up, Ms. Jenna Emerson. Jenna has a GPA of 4.5. Her clubs and activities while she's been at Rancho San Juan High School is she is a member of our girls soccer team and the captain of that team, the first team to take us to a CCS championship game, so that was good. Track and field captain, she's been the cross country captain as well. She's also participated in National Honor Society, the girls soccer club, and is our yearbook editor-in-chief. In total, while at Rancho San Juan, she's completed 221 hours of community service. So far, her scholarship totals are $368,000. She's received the High Point Presidential Fellowship, High Point Centennial Grant, Southern Oregon Wu Writer Scholarship, University of Northern Colorado Trustee Scholarship, University of Portland President Scholarship, University of Portland's UP Venture Award, Willamette University Trustee Scholarship, and Willamette University's Willamette Pathfinders Award. The universities she's been accepted into are UC Davis, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, San Diego State, Cal Poly Humboldt, CSU San Marcos, Willamette University, High Point University, University of Portland, University of Southern Oregon, University of Northern Colorado, and the college that she is choosing to go to is Willamette University, where she will study in environmental science and policy. I'd now like to invite up her inspirational counselor, Ms. Dolores Christensen.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank the board and everyone here for giving me the opportunity to recognize a very special teacher. I still remember the day Miss Christensen comforted me after my 14-year-old cat passed away. It was the end of class, and I approached her to ask about an assignment. Upon seeing me up close, she immediately inquired about what was wrong. I told her what had happened, and she hugged me as I cried. I don't remember the words that she spoke, but I remember her support, care, and consideration in my moment of need. Although she is a counselor, I had the privilege of having her as my teacher as well for my counseling class my junior year. The class focused on college, career paths, and choices. I was completely lost. There were still so many things I'd yet to learn and try. So, on a research assignment about potential career paths, I told her that I didn't know where to start. She told me that it was okay and to pick whatever I was interested in. She encouraged me to explore as I went and that I didn't have to confine myself to one path, that I can be and learn about as many things as I desired. Ms. Christensen taught me how to approach my future by opening myself up to as many possibilities and by supporting me with whatever path I chose. She has taught me that a small act of kindness and empathy can make a big impact on another person. I still carry the note she gave me on my birthday in my wallet, and the plant that she gifted me sits in my room. I want to thank you, Ms. Christensen, for your time and attention while I was at Rancho. I know I will be a better person in the world after having met you.
And we have co-valedictorians this year, so I'll wait for the handshakes. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'd like to start by bringing up the first of our co-valedictorians, Ms. Magali Rivera. Magali has a 4.524 GPA. Her clubs on campus at Rancho San Juan have been the Puente Club. She's written for our Rancho Review. She's National Honor Society, Cancer Awareness Club, and participated on our mock trial team. She's completed a total of 506 hours of community service. So for scholarships, Magali's total right now is $499,206. She received the Colgate grant for $64,000. She's received the Loyola Marymount University scholarship, Loyola Marymount University LMNU grant, UC Berkeley Regents and Chancellor's Scholarship, the UC Berkeley Yardy Scholarship, Salinas Elks Lodge Most Valuable Student Scholarship, and the Puente Statewide Leadership Award. The universities she's been accepted to are CSU Fullerton, CSU Long Beach, CSU MB, UC Berkeley, University of California, Los Angeles, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, Colgate University, Loyola Marymount University, Roosevelt University, Santa Clara University, the University of Southern California, and Williams College. And the college she is committed to attending is UC Berkeley to major in economics. I would now like to invite up her most inspirational educator, Mr. Peter Williams.
Hello, my name is Magali Rivera, and I'm here to talk about my most influential teacher, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams is someone who has made great achievements, and it is teachers like him who will keep on giving. Using his knowledge of literature and college admissions, Mr. Williams spends hours after school helping students brainstorm and write essays for college applications. Within Puente, he shows students what is possible outside of Salinas and provides students with opportunities that will set them up for brighter futures. Although he is only our English teacher, he has constantly validated our experiences and ideas while teaching us how to write about them and helping us overcome our challenges. He has created a safe environment for all students by keeping his classroom open to all and listening to any students who needs him. His support is unlimited, providing the answers that students need and researching the questions he is unsure of. He has created a scholarship for students at Rancho San Juan High School called the Gary Williams and Alicia Villanueva Scholarship in honor of his father and his father's coworker to help fund the educations of students. These are just a few examples of the impact he has made on the lives of students. I aspire to one day be as committed as Mr. Williams, and I can only wish to make as big of an impact on the lives of others. Thank you, Mr. Williams, for everything you have done for me and my classmates. I hope you all get the opportunity to see Mr. Williams for the person the students at Rancho San Juan know he is.
Next up, I'd like to bring our other co-valedictorian up, Abigail Garnica. Abigail has a GPA of 4.524, but beyond just doing great academically at Rancho, by the time she is done this year, she's completed almost 60 credits of community college credit as well, meaning that when she goes to the university, she'll most likely be in as a junior. She has participated in the Culinary Club at Rancho San Juan and the Puente Club all 4 years and completed a total of 345 hours of community service. Her scholarship total at this point is $362,250. She received the Baylor Distinction Award, MPC Foundation Scholarship, Winston Perving Presidential Scholarship, Venture Scholarship, Katie Housing Scholarship, Presidential Scholarship from St. Catherine University, and the WJ Thrive Scholarship. The universities she's been accepted to are Baylor University, Pepperdine University, Regent University, UC Davis, UC San Diego, San Jose State University, and Boston University. I did receive conflicting information. Is it San Jose State or is it Davis? So in an update, she's committing to UC Davis. And majoring in computer science. I'd like to invite up her most inspirational counselor, Ms. Lorena Hale.
Now, I'd like to take the time to celebrate quite possibly one of the best counselors to have ever existed, Ms. Hale. And she's so special, I'm going to address her directly. I expected her to be in front of me, but I'll make this angle work too. Ms. Hale, you're an amazing human being. Not a lot of people can say that. Every day, you're astoundingly optimistic, and you always have a nice thing to say to everyone. You're pleasant to be around, tirelessly dedicated, and a role model for what every counselor should be. I know that when I come to you for help, I'll always get the support I need. These last couple years especially, I've needed that support, and somehow you always take account of that. For instance, whenever I have a meeting, you always send me a reminder to make sure that I'm on time. I am notorious for losing sight of meetings and all the little stuff that I should remember. And Ms. Hale, you always make sure that I remember. I really appreciate that. And honestly, I really don't know how you do it, because I've seen the line outside your office. I know how long it is. I've waited in that line myself. It takes a long time. But you're still there to help each and every one of those students to the best of your ability, and you really go above and beyond. And best of all, you've never assigned me any homework. So thank you, Ms. Hale. Thank you for everything you do for me, for all your students, for the school. And thank you for just being so amazing.
Very good. I'm going to bring up our principal of Salinas High School, Mr. Hugo Mariscal.
Good afternoon or buenas tardes. At this point, I'm going to bring up our activities director, Mr. Mark Dover.
Before I start, I just wanted to address all of you students out there. I was sitting there listening to all your stories and your GPAs and where you're going. You were the pandemic babies. And not only did you survive the pandemic, you showed us a way out of it. So my hat's off to every one of you. You did an amazing, amazing things with having so much stuff behind you that you had to deal with. So great job. It's my privilege tonight to bring up our ASB president and board reporter, Colby Valenzuela. I've got the privilege of knowing Colby for 4 years. He is my current boss, if anybody doesn't know that. If you're an activities director, you know that your ASB president is your boss. I've had him for 4 years, once during the pandemic. He was our freshman class president, sophomore class president, junior class president, and our ASB executive president. I knew Colby was going to be great at the job he's going to do with the board report, because when we had the pandemic and we were doing distance learning, we started with all these kids in a screen, and everybody kept saying, "You have Colby Valenzuela in your class. You have Colby Valenzuela in your class." And I'm like, I don't know who Colby Valenzuela is. He's just this little square, right, that was on there. I don't know this kid. And they're like, "Oh, you're going to know this kid. He's unbelievable." I'm like, "Well, what does he do?" And he's like, "Well, he's a TikTok star." And I'm like, okay, 4 years ago, I don't know what TikTok is. And I'm like, what is TikTok? They're like, social media. They're like, he has this huge following. He's Colby the Toaster. And I'm like, Colby the Toaster. So I had no idea what any of that is. But what it is it was a social media platform that prepared him for being a president, being a board reporter. He's a doer. If anybody doesn't know this guy, he is a doer. So one of the biggest things he's going to leave me with is, I'm this old guy that's done activities for 25 years or so, and I've been doing homecoming forever. So he created this method of float building, which, I had never thought of it in 25 years, but they started doing these things on pallets and in pieces, and they could do them in multiple garages and then construct these huge floats. I had no idea that concept was even, could be engineered like that, but the one behind me was the doer that did it. He is an amazing young man, and I know his family is with us tonight. Super proud of them. We're part of the Valenzuela family. So Colby was not only my boss, he was his twin sister's boss in class, and he was his younger brother's boss in class, who was the freshman class president. So both of them and all three of them have been part of our family for a while now, and I've been so lucky to have him. He's going to leave Salinas much better than he began in the pandemic, and he bleeds purple and gold. He's going to attend Hartnell in the fall. He's going to major in business administration, and that's going to suit him really well, because if you know Colby, you know that he's already started 2 businesses of his own. He's an entrepreneur. He's somebody that's going to get stuff done, and every day in class he comes to me and says, "What do we need to get done?" And I just turn to him and go to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Colby Valenzuela.
I'd like to bring up Daniel Gerasi, salutatorian for Salinas High. Daniel's leaving Salinas High with a 4.715 GPA. He's been accepted to UCLA, UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, and if it were up to me, he'd be going to the University of Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. But he's not. He's been accepted to USC, the US Naval Academy, Tulane, Cal Poly, San Diego State, Loyola Marymount, Arizona State, and University Arizona. And I think one of these major schools needs to be building a satellite campus, because I heard a number of you guys going here. He will be taking his talents to UC Berkeley. His passion is computer science, and he wants to continue and start a career in software engineering with the focus in cybersecurity. He has over 200 community service hours and has received numerous scholarships. Most recently, Rotary Student of the Year for $5,000. He's got the Berkeley UG Scholarship for $12,500, Cal Grant, Middle Class Scholarship, the Cal Vet Scholarship, which is full tuition at any institution. And he's an active member in National Honor Society, California Scholarship Federation, the Interact Club, and Asian Pacific Islander Solidarity Club. He's been member of our cross-country team, our track and field team, Link Crew, and also part of ASB. Some of his awards include Boys State runner-up, Student of the Year, his 11th grade year, College Board AP Scholar. He's obviously our salutatorian. He's been top 25 all 4 years. He's going to be earning a seal of biliteracy. I took him to a Mexican restaurant today, and he ordered in Spanish. Impressive. And I already mentioned this Rotary Student of the Year. So congratulations, Daniel. And at this point, I'd like to invite his most influential teacher, Mr. Bell.
Okay. I chose Mr. Bell as my most influential teacher of the year. So I had Mr. Bell starting in cross country and track freshman year. So he was my coach for both of those. And then I also had him junior year for AP US History, and then I have him now for AP Psych. So there's a lot you can say about Mr. Bell. He's a teacher, I think, on the campus that you can go to for any of our any problems. His classroom's known for if you ever need advice, tough love, or just anything in general. And even on the track and in the hills, he was always there to support me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you so much, Mr. Bell. He's an amazing teacher and one of the best teachers I've ever had. Thank you.
At this moment, I'd like to bring up Salinas High valedictorian, Miss Kelly Billman. I've actually known Kelly for quite some time. She doesn't remember it, but I remember seeing two little redhead girls running around church and saw that when I lived out there quite some time ago. I reminded her of that this afternoon when I took her out to lunch. Anyway, she's leaving Salinas High with a whopping 4.785 GPA. She's been accepted to UCLA, Berkeley, University of California, San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, UC Irvine, and Princeton. And she will take her talents to Princeton University. I told her it's going to be cold out there, but she's tough, and she's ready for everything. So she has been actively involved in various extracurricular activities at Salinas High School. As a member of the Thespian Club, Kelly co-designed and built sets for production and served as the club treasurer. In the Salinas High Theater, she excelled as an actress and most recently as Ariel in The Little Mermaid. She has been the stage manager and played multiple roles in different performances. You want to sing a little bit what you did? We won't embarrass her. Kelly also demonstrated leadership skills as the starting midfielder and varsity team captain for our field hockey team. Additionally, she has starred in softball and has participated in various clubs and sports teams throughout the high school year. She's a three-sport athlete in a few of those years. Kelly's academic achievements include being an AP Scholar with distinction, a member of the National Honor Society, California Scholarship Federation, receiving the Science Department Award, and other accolades. Her ultimate goal is to pursue a career focused on environmental sustainability through education and research, and aspiring to earn a PhD and become a professor. Her most influential teacher is Mr. Chuck Felice.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly. This is my most influential teacher, Mr. Felice, or better known as Chuck at Salinas High. And I'm going to tell you about my first day sophomore year. So we're just coming back from the pandemic. It's really my first time finding classes. And I pulled up like 15 minutes early, and I'm like, I am going to be on time. And then I can't find the classroom. And I think I end up getting there like 8 o'clock. I'm supposed to be there at 7:30. And so I'm like panicking. I'm like, this is a terrible first impression, which by the way, it turned out being a correct impression. I was late like every day. But I remember being so nervous, and I walk in, and I was greeted with nothing but support and kindness, and of course, Chuck's brilliant sense of humor. And I didn't choose him just because of that day. I chose him because every day I had him for 2.5 years. I was greeted with that same support. And of course, I can't talk about Chuck without talking about the amazing dedication and passion that he showed to his job and to his students. This still bamboozled me, but this year he had surgery on his shoulder, and he certainly did not have to come to school, but was it the day after? Yeah, he pulls up to class, and he is doing his job with a smile on his face, keeping that sense of humor, and that is it's just a prime example of being dedicated and passionate, which is something I aspire to be. And so, in short, I chose Chuck as my most inspirational teacher because he has been a prime example of the person that I want to be in the future, and that multiple people would agree is very deserving of being a most inspirational teacher because he is also the Rotary Teacher of the Year. So thank you, Chuck, and happy retirement.
How about one more round of applause for our board reporters, salutatorians, and valedictorians. You know, as a superintendent, I hear a lot of concerns. People call me about a lot of things. They see me and they talk about a lot of things we can improve on. And it's nights like tonight, that I get inspired by the young people that are coming out of our school district and moving on to amazing lives ahead of them. And many of you will come back. Your parents may not want you back, but you'll be back, and then they'll want you back. And then after a while, they'll want you to leave again. But while you're here, give back to our community. inspire others just like your teachers and your counselors inspired you. Maybe you'll get an award up here one day. And even if you don't, you will still inspire others. You'll have an impact on our communities. So continue to do great things. Thank you to our teachers and counselors for inspiring young people and being a champion for our students. So with that, I'm going to bring up our board president, Mr. Felice, to close out our meeting.
Can I get a motion to adjourn? Motion, second. All in favor? Aye. Very good. We're adjourned.